Why do men say Shelo-asani-ishah, yet women do not say Shelo-asani-ish?
I like the way you phrased the question. Because most people phrase the question, why do men say Shelo-asani-ishah and why do women say Shelo-asani-ish? Which is a custom in many communities. It's brought in many Sadurim. I think it's even mentioned in Shulchan Aruch. This is an uncomfortable question because you can't win. In other words, for women for whom this is not a question, they don't need an answer. For women for whom this is a question, it's kind of difficult to give them an answer that they're going to be able to accept. The halachic reason for why a man says Shelo-asani-ishah is because men have more mitzvahs than women do. The way the Torah is designed, men have many, many more commandments, women have fewer commandments, and the man is saying, thank God, I'm not a woman. In other words, thank God I have not been given the dispensation. That means the freedom for not doing many mitzvahs, and that I have more commandments, more mitzvahs of Hashem than a woman does. That's the halachic reason for it. That's the technical reason for it. Now, first of all, I want to advertise that on my website, which is an audio site inside Chassidus.org, I have a tefillah section which I'm now developing, and I'm very proud of and happy about. If you go to my website and you go to the tefillah section, you'll find individual prayers. There's a section called individual prayers, and in that section there's a section called Berchas HaShachar. And I have a separate class on Shelo-asani-goy, and Shelo-asani-ovid, and Shelo-asani-ishah, and I believe that those classes will be quite helpful. But this is the point that I want to make. The way you ask that question is the beginning of the answer. Shelo-asani-ishah means, thank God I'm not a woman, because a woman's role is different than a man's role. A man has more mitzvahs. The opposite of Shelo-asani-ishah is Shelo-asani-ish. Thank God I'm not a man. And the argument could be made that just like a man says Shelo-asani-ishah, a woman should say Shelo-asani-ish. And this is how I understand it. The difference between a man and a woman, as it's understood in Judaism, is every human being is a combination of two basic things: what they are and what they do. There's your essence, there's your identity, and then there's your activities, or to use a halachic term, what you conquer, what you change in the world. You have a life, and you have a vocation, a profession. There's what you are and what you do. What you do is a reflection, radiates from what you are. So because you're a human being, because you're sensitive, because you feel, because you're good, you do good deeds. But there's a focus on the deeds, on the behavioral aspect of it, and there's a focus on the spiritual aspect, the self-identity. And if I understand it correctly, that's the difference between a man and a woman. A man is defined primarily by what he conquers, by what he does. Naturally, everything he does comes from what he is, but he's identified by what he does. A woman also conquers, she also affects the world, she does many deeds, but she's defined far more by what she does, by what she is, than what she does. So a man is saying Shelo-asani-ishah because he has many, many good deeds on the outside of his identity, which are expressions of what he is. The opposite of that is Shelo-asani-ish. Thank God I'm not defined by actions or by rituals, I'm defined instead by what I am. In other words, if a woman were to say Shelo-asani-ish, it would be the equal and opposite of Shelo-asani-ishah, because what she's saying is, I'm not defined by this deed or that deed, I'm simply defined by my very essence. Women don't say Shelo-asani-ish because the bracha that we're making is for a specific thing. In other words, there's no bracha in Siddur, thank God I'm human. It's too fundamental, it's too basic. Or to say it in different words, thank God I'm human is included in Elokai Neshama and Asher Yotza. Elokai Neshama, thank God for my soul. Asher Yotza, thank God for my body. All of the Berchas HaShachar, thank God for a specific thing. A woman cannot say Shelo-asani-ish because what a woman is not a specific thing. It's being human. There's no bracha, thank God I'm human. So a man is saying Shelo-asani-ishah because he's defined by what he does, and he does many things. A woman doesn't say Shelo-asani-ish because she's defined by what she is, which is very meaningful, very important, but there's no bracha for thank God I'm human. And therefore, even though you could make the case that the opposite of Shelo-asani-ishah should be Shelo-asani-ish, women don't say it. Now I want to conclude by saying that much of what I said, or all of what I said, is bold and brazen and may upset many people. Because, like I said earlier, in most communities, the opposite of Shelo-asani-ish is Shelo-asani-kirtzonei, which is really another way of saying Shelo-asani-ish. But in the Chabad custom, as it's known, in the family of the Rabbeim, they did not say Shelo-asani-kirtzonei. The women simply skipped that bracha. And the Chabad tradition is that if your family used to say Shelo-asani-kirtzonei, you continue to say it. But if you have no earlier custom, you skip the bracha altogether. And the reason and the explanation I just gave is a possible explanation, but I'm saying it b'derech hefshe. I'm saying it without a concrete source. And I would encourage you to visit my website, please, and check it out. You'll get an hour worth of what I just said in 5 minutes.